Hello, this is astrologer coach Sonja Francis, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming new moon on Saturday, December 24th, 2011, in 2 degrees of Capricorn. This will take place at 1:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the East Coast time in the US, and at 10:06 a.m. Pacific time, which is the West Coast time in the US. So what is a new moon? A new moon is usually a new moon phase that starts that helps us with new beginnings. It helps us with planting new seeds, and it's sort of like depending on what sign it's in, it gives us sort of a direction of what this month is all about for us, energetically speaking. Now, Capricorn is very much about our career goals. It's our long-term goals. It's very much about responsibility. It's about commitment. It's about what we want to accomplish in the world, how we want to be seen in the world. And it's also about what is real for us, what is reality, and how do we approach life in a realistic way. So all of this is sort of like accompanied with the new beginnings that we can plant during this new moon. So with each new moon, I always say, make some intentions, make some powerful intentions for this coming month, so you have a guideline of where you want to be moving towards, so you're moving up in your own evolution. And the intentions that you can set, you definitely want to set them after the exact time of the new moon. So don't set them before 1:06 p.m. Eastern time or 10:06 a.m. Pacific time. Set them right after, and you have 48 hours after the new moon to do this. And if you have any concerns with the time or anything, please feel free to email me, and I'll be happy to let you know what's best. Okay. Now, the Capricorn energy is very much about our boundaries, and it's about who we are in this world and what we came here to do. Because Capricorn is very much about realistic approaches to life and accomplishments. So because we're spirit beings and we live in a material world, in an earthbound world, there is always this sense of that there are limitations and that there are boundaries. And as we grow up, as children, we get taught a lot of these rules and boundaries that our society lives by. And so we're being programmed to believe in certain things, in certain limitations, certain boundaries. And as we grow older, we are being asked, through this Capricorn energy in our chart, we're being asked to see what is actually really real for us personally. Can we be our own authority, or do we need to follow other people's authority? Can we establish, what is right and what is wrong for us, and what works and what doesn't work, right? And what serves us and what doesn't serve us, and how does reality look for us? And these are the kind of things that Capricorn wants us to learn. Capricorn is a very steady, slow, committed energy that wants to establish reality and wants to establish how life works for us. And so it's a very important energy. Sometimes it can be it can feel restricted and limiting, but it's a very important energy because it teaches us very much about our journey in this lifetime that we have chosen. It teaches us about our limitations in this physical body. So so it's a very important lesson. So with this new moon, really take your time and set some intentions around where can you be more responsible in your life? Where can you show more commitment? What are your long-term goals? Those kind of things are very good intention setting subjects, right? Some other things that are happening right around the time of the new moon is that we have Uranus is squaring the moon and the sun point, and so therefore there's this sense of needing to break free, needing to have this freedom in our own personal goals and how we see ourselves in our own development. So this is like a force that's coming in as well. with this new moon. So there's going to be a little bit of a sense of we need to grow. We need to really grow up. We need to become more mature. But at the same time, we need to also focus on what's right for us and what we need to be doing here right now in this life, in this moment in time. You know, how do we break free from all these conditions that we've lived by for so many years, whether it's through our parenting, through our upbringing, our parents, or whether it's through society itself. Like, how do we break free from all of that and find the things that are actually truthful to us and to our own development? The other thing that's really another component with the new moon this time around is Jupiter is making a trine to the new moon, and also to Pluto, which Pluto is very close to the new moon in this configuration as well. So what does that mean? Jupiter is currently retrograde and is going to be going direct a day after the new moon. So the Jupiter energy is going to be set free into forward motion a day after the new moon. And Jupiter is all about optimism. It's all about abundance. It's all about growing. It's all about exploring life. It's about learning to expand our view on what life teaches us. And so this energy, making a beautiful connection to this new moon, is really helping us, have more faith. Have faith in that what's coming next, that our future goals, that our long-term goals are actually going to be fulfilled at some point, and that we will grow and we will be able to manage all the challenges that are currently taking place in our lives. And the other thing that it's doing with the nice trine to Pluto as well is that it's going to give us a sense of empowerment. It's going to help us really take charge and empower ourselves to go after what's real for us, to go after those goals that we want to achieve, that we want to accomplish in this lifetime. So another thing that's happening is that we have Saturn opposing Jupiter, and we have Saturn trine Neptune, which is also happening during the new moon. So Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn. It belongs to Capricorn, and it's energetically similar. And so Saturn is all about responsibility. It's all about commitments, and it's all about becoming your own authority and being mature in your choices that you make. And with Saturn being in Libra right now, in the very late degree of Libra, it's about our relationships. It's about being really committed and responsible within our relationships. And with Saturn trining Neptune in Aquarius, it's kind of like telling us that we are interconnected with everybody around us. That there is a sense of community, which is the world community, and we have to respect and take responsibility for the fact that we are interconnected, and that we belong together, and that when one thing happens in one place of the earth, that it will affect another place somewhere else on the earth. So that people are constantly, whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you think, every single energy that you put out, it is connected to everybody around you, and it does affect other people. And so we have to take responsibility for that. And this is the time now for us. This is a really great time because it's the end of the year. It's the start of a new year very soon. So we can really, for this new year, we can start to say, I want to be more responsible for what I put out, for what I say, for what I think, for what I do, my actions. I want to be more responsible so that I know that that whatever I put out there is going to affect other people in a good way. And at the same time also, have that sense of compassion and that sense of forgiveness, that if you don't take an action that serves you and other people, that you can forgive yourself, that you can forgive other people if they don't do it. So there's that part in the mix. So there's a lot going on with this new moon, but it's all really beautiful stuff that can really push us forward into a new world perspective and in a new world by being committed to our journey and by taking responsibility. Now, of course, if we don't take responsibility and if we're not committed to making this a better world for ourselves and for others, that's a whole other question then. But you know, this Capricorn energy really is asking us to move in that direction, to move towards this place of responsibility. So set your intentions. If you have any questions about that, please email me at Sonja, Sonja, at AstrologerCoach.com, and I'd be happy to answer any questions about timing and things. If you want to check out my weekly astrology forecasts in form of my blog on my website, that's www.astrologercoach.com/blog. And those are really great, so I encourage you and invite you to go there. And then I also want to mention that I will be writing a forecast for 2012 in form of a blog on my website as well. That will come at the end of this month, so please look out for that. And then if you want to get any readings, I have a holiday special right now, which is 25% off my regular rates, and that's between December 22nd and January 3rd. So if you book a session during that time, if we do a reading during that time, you can get a 25% discount. Okay, so take advantage of that, and I'd love to support you with all your questions for the coming year. And happy holidays for everyone, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, however you're celebrating. And I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.